This is really a game changer. Before we get into all that, what are your initial thoughts on this type of technology that's out there, and how do you think that can benefit you? Because we always talk about technology in your field, and what can you see as a next level for this type of technology in orthopedic surgeon?
Well, in the interest of time, I won't get too excited about this, but this, when I saw this and you showed it to me, this is pretty impressive technology. I think it's good for the audience to hear about it. I mean, the ability for these deaf players to be able to see the heads-up display screen and see it in action, plus the idea of the 5G helmet having all the communication signals. I mean, remember the old shows when people were trying to tap on their helmet because they couldn't hear the play call?
Yeah.
It sounds like this is completely new technology. And so this is really interesting to see, because we always talk about concussions in helmets, but not really what else that can be brought into them. And the ability of this to sort of run new plays, or especially for some of these players that go, even in the NFL level, but college, high school, when you're learning the plays, to have one of these heads-up displays, especially for some of the wide receivers, et cetera, especially if you just started on the team and you haven't been able a chance to learn them all, that's pretty awesome. A lot of times we use, in our high school, we use signs and things like that to show them, but to have this sort of technology with this helmet built in, I think it'd be a game changer in terms of just being able to do a more plethora of things and keeping everybody organized. For my work, we already do some of this stuff, and this is pretty awesome. This heads-up technology / virtual reality is kind of a coalescence together. When I do some of my surgical videos, I have this 4D or 4K head camera that I wear, and I actually have a heads-up display in my eye when I'm operating, and I can see what I'm doing, so I know whether the picture is going to be good quality.
Yeah.
So I already do some of this stuff. And the new features we're talking about are, you get 3D mapping of the patient for shoulder replacement, and then you can actually see if you put the implant in, and you can actually virtually put it in with your hands. Now, again, that technology is limited, and there's different things. And this is going to be, I think, one of the next generations of technology for surgeons. Because what we could do is get an MRI or a 3D CT scan. So what it is like a CAT scan, and then it basically will show someone's bones or anything in 3 dimensions, and you can spin it around in your helmet, essentially like having a computer right there that's sterile. And then it can also have part of your surgical plan. So as you're putting things in, it will show you if you're doing the right orientation. They already do a lot of this guidance sort of 3D modeling in spine surgery, and we're doing it in a lot of other places because we've noticed that the precision that we can do things is even better. So you have a highly trained, skilled surgeon with incredibly high technology. It's going to make your surgeries better, more precise, and faster. And the less time you're under surgery, the better you do. It's just, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
If you do a good surgery, but you're also efficient, that is the best case. And I've seen in surgeries, when I have really efficient surgeries over time, as I've gotten better and better, I've seen that my patients are doing better and better, and I'm doing maybe the same surgery, the exact same thing from the year or two before that. But as you get more efficient and you have less time under anesthesia, it just makes more sense. And so, all this technology is only going to help patients, which is pretty awesome. And I think they're going to see technology in the higher level for football.